What's up, folks? I'm Dwayne, and this is Blackboard Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games that are out there, waiting to be played by you and yours.
I'm a simple man, don't wanna complication.
Hey, everybody. So, Alicia's not here. She's here in the house. She's roaming around the house doing something. But I asked her if I could do this video solo because it's some things that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, a month and a half ago, I turned the age of 58. A couple weeks ago, I was looking through the collection on Board Game Geek. I had my collection up on Board Game Geek and realized we have a lot of board games in the collection. Now, at last count, it was like maybe just 500 board games. Out of those 500 board games, 25% of these games I have yet to play. Now, 25% may sound good, but that means 125 games in the collection I haven't played yet. And I have made it a point to rectify that over the next couple of years. So I have issued myself a board game challenge where I'm going to play through the entire board game collection by the time I turn 60. Now, and that sounds like it's a daunting task, which it is. But I want to make sure that, board games are meant to be played, not meant to be sitting on the shelf, gathering dust. So I'm going to do this in alphabetical order. Now, does that mean I'm going to play all the games just straight through? No, I'm just going starting from the top, and I'm going to find games in alphabetical order that I haven't played and make sure I get them to the table. Now, there are some games that I'll come across and I was like, you know what? I want to revisit that game, and I've done that. And it has reminded me of why I bought that board game in the first place. Now, Alicia, like I said, for me, it's 25%. Of course, her percentage is much higher. But there are two issues that I'm presented with like some board games I know that she's just not going to play. And that's okay. I'm okay with her not playing every board game, because some board games I like to play with my friends or whatever, Also, it's just the time, because Alicia has her hands in a lot of pots right now. She's teaching, she's doing academic games, she's doing this history program. She's doing so many things. So it's hard for us to find time to play board games together. Now, this coming week, she's on spring break. So she's like, yeah, we're going to play some board games. So you'll probably see her in the next Sunday, where we're talking about the board games that we played through the week. Now, but with that said, I'm going to start posting some videos where it's just me, because I want to be able to share with you my love for the board games that I played, how much I liked them, why I bought them in the first place, because when it comes down to it, I love board games. And I'm hopefully that you have been able to see that through the past couple of years. I love playing board games. I love it's relaxing, it's challenging. I just love it. It takes me away. Now, there's one thing that I like a little bit more than playing board games, and that's actually teaching them, which is one of the reasons why, in our videos, I try to do a whole teach of the game, because if I'm telling you how to play the game, I want to at least be able, for you to see how to play it in the first place, And like I have had over the past couple of weeks, I haven't been having more time to play and teach board games, which I'm really enjoying. Like I said, I'm a board game cleric for one of my flags, the Vault of Midnight, they have a board game night the first Sunday of every month. And then we have our board game meetup with Heroes and Villains that we started the first month of this year, and back in January rather. And we do that the last Friday of every month. And due to scheduling changes at my job, I have been able to, reconnect with the Tuesday night board game group at another flag, Eternal Games, and I've been teaching games up there. And of course, there's Opal Groves, which is I love Opal Groves. They have the Thursday night community game night, and sometimes I meet up there with my friends Ryan and Emily, and we play board games there on Sunday. So I've been getting some games played. Oh, also my Friday night board game group, who is always introducing me to new games. So coming up, for the channel, you're gonna start seeing me talking about board games by myself, which is okay. Now, does that mean Alicia's still gonna come? We're still trying to do it every Sunday, and we want to be able to talk about different games that I've introduced her to. But I gotta at least introduce her to them in order for us to talk about them, So, with that said, go back to the board game challenge. Like, I started this board game challenge, and I have played like 4 games, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts on 4 of them, okay? Now, the first game that's at the top of the list, I had to start with the numbers, and that's 3 Ring Circus from the DeVere Games. Now, 3 Ring Circus, the theme of it is the circus. And in this game, it's an area majority game where you're moving your little train around the map, and you are putting on acts in small towns and cities, the big cities or whatever, medium-sized cities and stuff like that. You're scoring points that way or gaining money. Now, what I really like about this game, first and foremost, is it probably has one of the best board game components of 2023, and that is those little TP tokens. I really love seeing that on the board. The other thing that I like about this game is the multi-use cards, like the ticket cards and the money cards not the ticket cards, the money cards can either be acts that you put into your circus in your performance, or you use them to pay for the acts that you put into your performance, So I really like that. And I like the fact that, and I think this is kind of takes away from the theme, when you're going to the city, you have to have a specific value act in order to score points. So I really did enjoy this. I only played it solo, and I played it like maybe 4 times. I think I won one finally. But 3 Ring Circus, I'm interested in introducing it maybe to my Friday night board game group. So I really did like this one. DeVere has been knocking it out the park for me. The next one is my first game that I ever kickstarted. And that's 21 Days. Now, I don't think this game can be found anywhere, And 21 Days is pretty much, I think what attracted me to it is the fact that it reminds me of a kind of a watered down Robinson Crusoe, and which I just recently played with Ryan and Emily. Robinson Crusoe, I really love that game, and we actually won the scenario. But this is like we're trapped on a raft, and our each player is represented by these dice, okay? And so we got sharks circling the raft. We got an octopus that might attack. The pieces of the raft might drift off, which means one of us might drift off. So there is some player elimination. And it's a dice chucking game trying to find bottles and gain some hope so we can pay for some things. There's each of the characters had asymmetric powers or whatever. But we win the game because there's a logbook. And the logbook is 21 days long. So at the end of 21 days, we have to have been able to contact the rescue ship, or we lose, And I really do enjoy this game. I remember when I introduced this to my wife, she was like, "This is easier than Robinson Crusoe." You know, but yeah, this is game I don't think you can find anywhere. But I had to point it out. Like I said, this and Three Ring Circus were the first game's numerical value. So, you know, now next game, very first game in the A's was this game that I remember, Above and Below. Man. And we just recently played this. We had a family friend come over, and I introduced this to her because, hey, it's part of my board game challenge, and we really enjoyed it. I love the storytelling in this game, and this introduced me to Ryan Lockett, you know, who's probably like my favorite designer, you know. And there's some other games in the collection that I really want to check out. But, you know, Above and Below, it's just a beautiful game. I love his depiction of the characters. And you're probably going to hear about this game soon. Because, well, I don't know yet. Because I know I haven't done the fourth person in our Board Game Illustrator shout out. And I'm still trying to figure out who that person is. But Ryan Locks is in the running. I had to put that out there. You know. Now, the last game I had played recently, I played this once with my Friday night board game group. And I had picked this copy up at Gen Con. So, you know, I could have easily featured this game in when we did the Board Game Illustrator highlight with Vincent Dutray. And that's After Us. Now, I really enjoyed this game. I've been playing it. I played it solo. I played it 2-player. Like I said, we played it 4-player in my Friday night board game group when I was first introduced to it. And I've been playing it solo, and I really love the puzzle in this game because what you're trying, it's a deck builder, and you are trying to put these primates, you know, you draw 4 cards, and you try, each of the card has like open boxes, and you're trying to enclose the boxes by putting the cards next to each other, because any resource in the enclosed box you will gain. So there's grain, there's fruit, there's I forgot what the other one was, and there's batteries also. You know, grain, fruit, flowers, that's it. And you're trying to be the first to get to 80 points. So you spend like batteries or the fruit or whatever to get points. So, and also you are spending those resources to get better cards that go back, and they go to the top of your deck, and you get those face down, so you don't know which one you're getting. And I just really enjoyed this game. And of course, like I said, the art is beautiful. So I'm really loving this game. But as much as I want to keep playing it, how am I going to get through the board game challenge? But anyway, like I said, I really do love board games. And you will see that. You will see my passion for the board games. I just really just enjoy just the puzzle, the camaraderie around the table, you know, just to get the socialization, all that stuff, you know. And like I said, I'm going to keep doing this. You're going to see more of me. And like I said, I'm going to show you, like, I'm going to tell you, this is why I love this game. You know, now am I going to be playing new games in between? Yes. You know, leave it up to my Friday night board game group. They always introducing me to new games. Some I really love, some not so much. But I'm not going to speak on those. I'm only going to speak on the games that I really, really love. And I look forward to playing games with them. They are a really great bunch of guys. So this is a short video. I just wanted to let you know about the board game challenge. And I hope you stay along to see how I'm progressing with it. If I'm keeping it up, and I'm going to do my best. Because, like I said, I'm not getting any younger, and I want to get some of these board games off the shelves. So, if you like the contents of this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I'm Dwayne. This has been Blackboard Gaming, and I will see you next time.